Hi everyone, my name is Franco Massaro, Accounting and Finance Advisor at Nakisa, and I hope everyone is doing well. Today's the third and final video that we've been shooting for real estate. And today I'd like to focus on what I consider three very important areas that every real estate module should have. I'd also like to position on how Nakisa Real Estate can actually help you in your venture with real estate to really optimize your choice while taking into effect PropTech and really getting into the next century within the digital age. And the first area I'd like to talk about is the enablement to centralize and harmonize all of your real estate data within a leasing portfolio. So what I mean by this is actually bring all the information for multiple different facets to work on. This will gain visibility, will give you the enablement to actually analyze data from many different levels, angles, different teams, will enhance your cross-functional organizational alignment, and will also really eliminate human error because you can actually set different roles and accesses to that specific data. With this, an added benefit, or I think the best benefit, is the integration aspect. So right now, every individual models definitely need to be integrated within your ERP and your own processes. But harmonizing all that data will really streamline your process with integrating to your ERP. So you'll have to build probably less APIs and really make it easier to manage for your IT team. In addition, if your ERP system or any other modules you need to connect to have upgrades and whatnot, it's really a lot simpler to amend your endpoints when you have less connectors. But effectively what we're going and what the focus on is operational efficiency, being touchless, automated, but at the same time do it as easy as possible to really communicate the information effectively from one centralized and harmonized data set to the rest of your ERP modules. And the second area I'd like to actually discuss are a module should actually be able to differentiate between leased assets and bought assets because they definitely do different things and are treated different ways. So what I mean by that? Real estate information needs to be useful for real estate people, but also needs to be compliant. Having that rent roll that actually can slice and dice all of your costs with respect to taxes, assessments, CPI influxes, etc., that's beneficial for a real estate actual individual to input that data and see it from a rent roll perspective or a table or a dashboard of whatnot. But that definitely needs to actually segue into compliance. With that being said, you also definitely need those connections of all your payments, those sliced and diced payments, to your AP and AR roles respectively. And with compliance, it'll definitely be a little bit different with respect to if you own the asset, then you are a lessor, you recognize a lease receivable, and if you're leasing the asset, it's an RU asset with a lease liability. With all that being said, everything needs to actually flesh over, but the enablement of a solution to be able to distinguish both simultaneously but effectively independent will really render you it's an important facet and will render you profitable going forward, with that being a competitive advantage. And the third, last I guess but not least, is the seamless integration between real estate, a lessor, and a lessee module, really bringing that whole real estate perspective with respect to finance, reporting, accounting, and operations, really closing that circle and filling that gap. So what I mean by this and why is this important? Well, effectively, we've seen it with the emergence of COVID-19. A lot of events have actually taken place in mass. With that being said, critical dates are very important. Your extensions, renegotiations with your lender, right? So the cash flows are actually coming in at a different perspective. From a real estate module, you really need to be able to capture that and know what is actually getting paid, the e-signature attributed to all those payments, or what is actually being received and what slice it's actually getting received with. That'll actually segue into your lease accounting perspective. So extensions, terminations, and whatnot, you need to revalue that lease liability from a lessee perspective in addition to your receivable from a lessor perspective. And that's what I mean by seamless integration. Also, with that being said, the enablement to actually host all of your data into, like again, going through point number one, into one data set, but actually being able to see all that data set. And what I mean by that is creating custom reports. Real estate individuals won't need, let's say, are not interested in undiscounted or discounted cash flows, but accountants are. Having all that into one report or one data set to build your customizations is really going to be important, and again, aligning your business with multi-level different facets. I like to end on this. So we know that PropTech has actually taken an emerging step into the digital age, but we've also seen many events, again, lending to the fact that real estate management is extremely, extremely important. With respect to our solution, we remain a corporate real estate management technology software because it has been designed by real estate folks for real estate folks. And as such has actually lended to be very easy to use and interface. That's actually one of the most important things, not really a feature, but within your solution, easy to use. You want to be able to use it, and you want to be able to use it effectively to its maximum capacity. In addition, we've actually inherited a lot of real estate experience from the actual module that we've implemented within our lessee and lessor modules, but really being mature. In essence, that we've been in business, we've actually launched our lessee and lessor module many years ago, but we know where everything needs to be and who needs what. Like I mentioned in the previous video, data is everything. We're in a digital age, but knowing what data to actually analyze is imperative. And that's the important thing that I'd like to actually highlight, and where Nakisa can actually place value on your business. So thank you, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for paying attention to me. I really would still love to get into a communication or a discussion with any of you with respect to how are you leveraging PropTech and how are you actually analyzing and looking at your real estate data with your real estate solution. Well, that being said, everyone stay safe. Thank you very much and happy holidays.